Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Colt Express. In Colt Express, each of the players are bandits on a train. You are trying to rob as much money from the train as possible by the end of the game. The way in which we rob money and move around the train is through this deck of cards. Each character has their own deck of cards that looks really similar. In fact, everyone's deck is identical. You will deal yourself 6 cards out of your personal deck, which will come up looking something like this. Each of them has a symbol which tells you the action that your character, your meeple, this is your meeple just in here, will perform on each turn. The game consists of 5 phases. Those phases are given to us by these cards here. One of them will get turned over on each phase, and that will show us how the cards are to be played. So in this example, there are going to be 4 cards played in the phase. The second card will be played face down as the train is going through a tunnel. So as we play cards, we'll be able to see what everyone's doing on their first turn. No one will know what anyone is doing on the second turn. Third and fourth turn will happen in the open again. At the end of those 4 phases, there's a special action that will happen. This special action has an icon on the card, which is worth looking up and telling everyone from the rulebook as they come through, rather than trying to remember what they all are. In this particular case, it is saying there's a swivel arm, and all the bandits on the roof will get moved to the caboose after the end of the 4th phase. So anyone who's standing up there will get moved to that end location after the 4 cards have been played. So in turn, each player will put 1 card down from their hand, and then the entire deck will get lifted up and each card revealed one after the other. As those cards are being revealed, the meeples will be moved around and money will be handed out. At the train, you'll notice there's this yellow guy up the top here. He is the sheriff. If you find yourself in the same space as the sheriff will shoot you, which gives you one of these cards. You put that into your deck, which then, when you draw your next 5 cards, could potentially weigh your deck down with unusable cards. The other thing that happens when the sheriff gets onto the same carriage as you is that you get, other than getting shot, you move to the roof of that carriage. So if someone manages to get the sheriff into your carriage, you're going to be somewhere that you didn't expect to be. Other things you'll notice on the ground of each carriage is in the engine with the sheriff is this little suitcase. The suitcase is worth $1,000. There are rubies. Each ruby is worth $500. And there are bags of money. The value of the money ranges from $250 all the way up to $500 each. All of those bags are face down in the train, so no one knows exactly how much loot is in each bag. When you take the loot, you will put it onto your board, also face down, so no one knows what it's worth. Now, what are these actions that we're going to be playing? The move actions. So this one allows you to move 1 carriage forward or backwards, which will eventually look like that. This card, if you are standing on the roof of the train, also allows you to move up to 3 carriages forward or backwards, because apparently it's easier to move when you're on the roof. So for example, if Blue was on the roof when he played that card, he would move 1, 2, he could go all the way up to the engine. This card allows you obviously to move from you move from the carriage you're in to the roof, or if you're on the roof, you move down into the carriage. In the example we have set up here, if Blue was to play that card, he would have to move down into the engine, which would cause him to be shot by the sheriff, taking one of these cards, and would shoot him straight back up to the roof. Any of these guys, if they were to play that card, would find themselves up on the roof. This card is the shoot card. If you are the player of the shoot card, you shoot any player who is in a carriage next to yours. So if the black was to play the shoot card, you can't shoot the sheriff, but he would shoot the pink player, which is Belle. When you shoot the player, you take one of these bullet cards out of your deck and place it into that player's discard pile. At the end of the game, whoever has shot the most bullets, so has the the least left in their chamber will earn an extra $1,000. If you're on the roof and you play the shoot them card, you will shoot the first meeple in line. For example, if this is what the train looks like, and blue played the shoot card, the pink player would be the one that gets shot. If pink played the shoot card, they would have the choice of shooting either black or blue, and obviously if black played the shoot card, they would shoot the pink player. This is the punch card. When you punch someone, you are punching someone who is in the same carriage as you or on the same roof as you. So in this case, pink and black are the only ones in the same carriage. So if pink played that, they would punch, pink would punch black. Black would get moved either forward or backward one carriage, and black would also drop a piece of loot that they had picked up. It would be pink's choice if there was a number of different cards on this particular mat. It would be pink's choice as to which one, but obviously if it's the money bags, we can't see what each money bag is worth. And that just gets dropped straight into the carriage for someone to pick up later. Speaking of picking up some loot, this card allows you to pick up one loot item from the carriage you are currently standing in. If there are no loot cards in your carriage, and the same applies to the shoot and punch actions, if there's no one that you can shoot or punch, it's a wasted go and nothing happens. The last card we need to deal with is the sheriff card. This card allows you to move the sheriff. So if you are the blue player and you're trying to get to this suitcase, you could play the move sheriff card and move the sheriff back one carriage to there. As I said before, if the sheriff gets moved into a carriage where there's another bandit, that bandit would get shot and add this card to their deck and get moved onto the roof. As you can see, there are moments where you're going to get moved around by the actions of other players. That's where the beauty of this game comes in, because you're choosing your actions and you're depending on the other players or your memory of what the other players are doing in order to make those decisions. You have a lot of information, but these tunnel phases where everyone would play their card face down so no one else can see what's being played will cause you to have the to rely on your instinct as to whether you're actually going to be in the location that you thought you were going to be in. The other thing you'll notice is that each of your characters has a little icon on it. That icon is different for every character, and every character, it's a special ability, and every character has their own special ability. In this particular case, Belle is so pretty that you cannot target her if there are more than one option for a punch or shoot attack. Django, when Django shoots you, you get pushed back or forward one carriage, just like if you're being punched. And Doc's allowed to have 7 cards in his hand, or draw 7 cards from his hand each time rather than just the 6. The other action you can do when you're playing cards is, rather than putting a card into the phase, so rather than moving or picking up or hitting someone, you can draw 3 more cards from your deck. So if you've got no cards you can play, you can get some more cards into your hand. However, you will not have an action, or you'll be one action less within the movements. That's about it for the rules for Colt Express. I hope this helps you get the game to the table and you get some good play out of it. Please carry on to watch the second video, in which I'll do a quick playthrough of the first turn so you can actually see how this game runs. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If there's any games that you wish to be gamesplaned, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter to see what games I've been playing, and until next time, enjoy gaming.